Yeah, and I think people underestimate how easy it is to do business in New Zealand and also just engage and interact with people. And, even if you are in another country overseas, which, we do get quite a few viewers from United States and Canada and
Mm.
UK and stuff, like, you understand the culture of it well. And if you're able to, adapt your structure and approach to suit it and I guess play the game of getting to meet those people. Like you'll be able to get there. And I've actually got an interesting story for you on that one. I left school 2009 and I was thinking about becoming a real estate agent. And I called a couple of people. There was a guy that sold houses locally in my area, and I won't say who he is because I don't want him to get a bad rap from this. He's probably changed. And he was just blunt. He was just like, his attitude was, "You're wasting my time. Why are you calling me? This is just absolutely ridiculous." And I sort of left with a very sour impression because he used to come and do mail drops every month. And I'm just like, I know what you're really like, mate. When someone asks you for help and you're not charging for it. And then there was another fellow that I spoke to from Prestige Real Estate at the time called, I think his name was Lewis Guy. Really nice fellow, very generous with his time. He was an agent. I don't know if he was in charge, but he was pretty high up there. But just a terrific fellow, was so open with his knowledge, talking about the challenges, talking about the good things that you can enjoy from it. And I came away with that feeling of like, this guy is really invested in not only helping himself, but also helping other people see what the industry is all about. And that just left a lasting legacy in my mind of, this guy is the real deal, and he's going to really change the people that he interacts with, and he's also going to change the people
Mm.
that are underneath him as well to become positive contributing members of the real estate industry.
And you're still talking about him,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And
And
he
that
changed you.
12 years later, I've still got a positive impression of him. So,
And what did that cost him? Some time,
yeah,
right?
yeah, and
I
ultimately,
think, I live in the world of, there's this social media is a really interesting landscape to kind of spend a lot of time in because it's so visual, right? That we get sometimes fooled into thinking you have to be completely beautiful to be attractive, right?
mm,
And society is starting to wake up to that. That A, that's not necessary. B, in fact, that can create the inverse impression in people sometimes if you go too far around the "I'm only attractive, therefore I hold no value" behind that. Um, and so I love to say to people, one of the most attractive attributes of a human being is generosity. And if you can be generous up front and generous, right? So the generosity of that chat. Um, and when we say attractiveness, I don't mean sexual attraction or romantic attraction. I just mean, humans are drawn to other people inexplicably, right? And one of those draws is the generosity of another person. Like, holy crap, that person lit up the whole room. Why? Because they were generous with their smile, they were open,
mm.
and they were warm, right? So that's just, those are natural attributes around this kind of value of generosity that some people hold in front. And that's such an underrated tactic. Because another belief I have is we are all generous, but some of us choose our generosity in certain areas and forget
Mm.
other areas.